Alright. Greetings and salutations, folks. My name's Nick, and welcome back to Forza Motorsport 7, where we are...
Showcases are the only place to get special, rare, and unique cars. Now, these rides will definitely improve your collection score.
Where we're back in this for the Seeker Championship, 1 out of 6 cups. There are a lot of choices for things to race. Obviously, it seems like we don't actually have to do all of them. We just have to hit 2,500 points before we move on. What can we race next? There's the Ken Block Ford. Or why are these locked? Or are they locked until I drive, own a specific car? Nope. Limo bowling? Yeah, well, let's try out this. High-speed chase Audi.
What's better? Cars today or older ones? Well, it's time for you to answer the question. You'll get
I don't think I'm the best
car
person to answer that question.
Older, but still ferocious siblings. Now, they get a head start, and you'll need to overtake them and win before you run out of track. Think of it as a friendly family rivalry with engines.
Acceleration's definitely number 1, cornering is number 2, braking is number 3, top speed, although it's cool, it's not so important, so I've got that at number 4. But for me, it's all about acceleration and cornering.
Yeah, that's... if I expect to actually win this, it's probably going to be due to clean racing, especially if the track is already started. Like, I can push my way in front of other cars at the beginning. Ooh, never mind. Yep. But once there's actually gaps in between the racers, like I actually might have to focus on clean driving, which is not my forte. That's fine, not perfect, and this is a tight corner. See, I think... no, that's fine. We can deal with that. Maybe. Not perfect, obviously. I would imagine having the faster car might mean straightaways will help me out. That son of a... But this track... Nope. Get off the road. Or get on the road, shall I say. Let's try that again. I clearly need a lot of I'm not gonna start it from the grass. I clearly need a lot more practice in regards to handling, especially at higher speeds. Like, that was the nice thing about driving the hatchbacks and versus driving and the trucks in the prologue is I didn't necessarily need to worry about going that fast. Yeah, I was not able to catch up with them fast enough. Am I required to actually get first in order to pass this thing? Probably. Let's try it again. I think I might be able to do it. Oh my gosh. Like, when I hit restart, it means go back to the start, not cycle through everything. Okay, also, I'm not entirely sure how I should be accelerating off of the starting line. Should I be holding down the gas all the way? Or should I wait until go? I think that was worse. Than my previous attempt. I think the thing that's giving me the most amount of trouble in this game is striking that balance between driving aggressively enough to actually pass the other racers, while also fast enough to get past them, while also slow enough that I don't spin out myself. And I spend a lot of time doing that last thing, attempting to do the first two things. Alright, but that's done. Let's go try something else. And hopefully not spend too much time rewinding, but I feel as though there's going to be some growing pains there.
Nice work. This car is now yours. Now you can pull it out of the garage and race it whenever you want. Keep an eye out for more showcases. They're the best way to collect cars you won't find anywhere. Showcases will be unlocked as you race. Now, it's your call what to drive next.
Ah, okay. Let us drive those cars.
Raw, exhilarating, and astonishingly fast. Early supercars were born before modern technology allowed drivers to keep control. These cars work their magic with pure, brute force.
Yes, this or Lamborghini. Do we want to drive the? Now, if they had a DeLorean, that would be the obvious choice. All right, what kind of interesting design can we find for this? Eventually, it might load. This is good. All right, this might be a top choice. Don't have enough credits. Ah, damn it. I didn't even bother looking at the price tag. All of these cars are outside of my price range. Okay, so I cannot really do that one. How about...
Promising Grand Prix drivers died young because of these light, single-seat speed machines.
something that I can afford? A truck?
Every truck maker says their vehicle is tough, but none of them hold a candle to these beasts. With massive engines and sturdy suspension, these trucks bring the jumps and noise of the Baja 1000 and the Dakar Rally to a stadium show near you.
I think I'll go with the one with the larger acceleration and braking. Alright, I can actually afford these cars, so I guess that's going to be the limiting factor for this set of races. Nicorette gum? I mean, I suppose it's not a bad idea to advertise against smoking. Healthier than energy drinks is not smoking. Alright, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to advertise against smoking. Do you want to buy this car and its upgrades? Of course.
Nice. Another car for the collection.
Also, this means that I'm definitely going to have to start considering the idea of just saving money when it comes to leveling up, because of how expensive a lot of these cars seem to get. Even in-game, cars are too expensive. Alright. We got a curve coming up on our left. Although now we are driving trucks. So everything seems like it takes up way more space. Eighth place. That turned out relatively fine. All right. No. Damn it. Okay. I'm going to have to rewind that, because that was awful and almost unrecoverable for someone like me. No, turn, stop, spinning. Oh my gosh. I honestly have no idea what I'm supposed to do once I'm in that case. Do I keep spinning out, or do I... Alright, I suppose there's that question from earlier. There we go. Is... if I must... How do you guys all pass me by? If I must be present in a situation in which I spin out. How do I avoid it? Or how do I get out of it? Is probably the wrong question to be asking. The question to be asking is, how do I avoid that situation? Alright. Fighting my way to 7th. Yeah, switching up to these trucks is definitely a noticeable difference in regards to their weight. Because of how heavy they feel. And I apologize if I seem like I'm concentrating, especially in regards to these turns, these sharper turns. Okay, I took that way too wide, but it wasn't entirely awful. And I've still got about like 1.5 laps to worry about passing 5 racers. Once again, what is specific in regards to those barriers that prevents me from kind of glancing off of them? Is a question I really shouldn't be asking. Out of the way, thank you. Though, while I'm trying to avoid using the rewind feature, I feel as though things like the rewind feature are like the only way that a newcomer like myself would actually be able to finish these races without having to do them over and over again. Like, and that's the thing. If I did race this thing over and over again with this truck, that would give me a lot of practice. But I know I would be incredibly tired of this track. And that's one of the things, like, the, what's it called? The rate of attrition. Which becomes more problematic for games like Gran Turismo, where you do have to race the same tracks over and over again before you have the license to go on to other ones. We're almost there. Fortunately, just can't quite. There we go. And now one more. To go, and then we'll have at least first place for this first. Nope. Get off of the barrier. And then there's this kind of little slalom that's a little entertaining. Kind of hard to see. There we go. There we go. No, we don't need to rewind that one. Thank you very much, video game. All right. One down. 3 to go.
Looking for a fun challenge or a way to increase your winnings?
No.
Check out mods.
All right. Let's get going. Hope for the best. Expect the worst. Are we... Okay, turning right. So let us hang a little bit to the right. Down this incredibly narrow street. Excuse me, coming through. Don't mind me. And slight right. Okay. All right. Not a bad start to the race, especially in regards to positioning. I wonder how much the racing line is affected by the handling of your car. Like, does the racing line know your car's capabilities and adjusts in depending on that? Or is it more of like a general all-purpose racing line? Like, just based on your speed as you enter the turn. Also, this particular track features a lot of very narrow streets. Especially in regards to the size of your vehicles. And also, already in first. Which is good, because there are only 2 laps, and the first lap is almost done. Which I feel is rather impressive in regards to myself, because that means I've somehow managed to not screw up so badly that I needed to resort to the rewind feature several times over. So in theory, I can do it. The trick is I need 1, to practice, and 2, to actually focus on clean driving. Like, I feel as though in regards to a lot of my earlier tactics, like when the race starts, as I try to bully my way forward. But that only works really when a lot of these cars are bunched up, and also when I'm only concerned about cosmetic damage. Like, if I turn cosmetic damage off, I may or may not have to adjust my tactics to compensate. I might actually have to always focus on clean driving, especially when the driver right behind me is not that far behind. And oftentimes, once the cars start to get spread apart, I'm not exactly able to just easily bully my way forward. I actually do have to catch up with the next vehicle. But as long as I don't screw up that badly, see, the game is like, what was that? I think that you were skidding a little bit. But that's okay, game. I don't need to rewind. Not this time. Maybe next time. And the time after that. But this time, I'm A-okay. All right, 2 laps down, or sorry, 2 tracks down, 1 more to go. Which one? Do we want the car or the money? The car costs more than the money, so I'll go with the car. Like 100,000 credits for a car feels like a better choice than 50,000 credits for anything else.
We're gonna get rain. Get ready for a slick track.
Thanks. I'll do my best. Especially since if I was able to catch up in my previous hatchback set of races, in theory, so will everybody else be able to catch up in this set of races. But as it turns out, in our Nicorette truck, the only things we smoke are other racers. Was that an ugly start? Yes. And then we've got a left turn coming up. There we go. That actually was pretty clean. Although those first two racers have definitely gotten themselves way ahead of the crowd. Oh, no. Forward. Not quite very good turns, but not very... No, that was awful. Yeah, that's not going to get me out of fourth. There we go, and then we've got like an awkward looking... Yeah. Ah, damn it. This is... Yeah, I'm not catching up at this rate. Okay, we're gonna have to rewind. This rain is slightly screwing me over. Oh my gosh, that was even worse. I thought I would have enough time to just slow down. Oh my gosh. Now, here's the other question. Does the racing line pay attention to the weather? Because unfortunately, at this rate... That son of a... Nope. That was awful. That's what happens when I pause the game and then come back immediately after. Oh my gosh. That's the thing, like, I don't think I'm also prepared for the effect that rain has on sliding. And because my turns are not quite as clean as they could be, I'm sliding around a lot more than I'd like. Almost on that one. Although, here we go. Damn it. Let's try that again. Wow, that was like a complete stop. That was... Yeah. I still need to watch the movie, what's it called? The Art of Racing in the Rain. Because maybe that'll give me some pointers? because right now me and this game are exhibiting a greater amount of friction than this car is applying to the road. Can't we just not race in the rain? We'll just oh my gosh. We'll just convene like a few days later. Or will I just try to be happy with getting 3rd place? And hope that the next race does not occur in a rainy environment. There we go. Nope, get up. That'll have to do. All right. Alright, that actually went off of the grass. Thank you. Oh my. Yeah, that unfortunately gave the 1st place driver quite the boost in regards to a lead. Nope. Yeah, the only hope I have for 1st will lie within clean driving that I'm incapable of doing at the moment. Or at the very least, I'm going to have to put a lot more concentration to make that happen. Because that generally has not been happening. Though I think I am catching up slightly. Just slightly. I'm not learning the track, I can assure you of that much. I have not driven this track long enough to really know it. Okay, that wasn't terrible. Also not terrible. And 2nd place. That's probably better than I could have hoped for, even with all of the rewinding. Alright. I'm gonna have to do better on this next track. Was that like a frozen, ice-filled? Okay, it's just streets. That's fine. We can deal with just streets. And the help of King Taco. And we started in 12th place. Alright, and then we've got a sharp left turn coming up. This track actually feels familiar. I feel as though I've driven this track before, and the only reason why I say that is because of how sharp this specific beginning section is. All right. That eliminated a lot of the competition. Unfortunately, the second and first place drivers are way far ahead. Yeah, this... Oh my gosh. This track has very, 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 very sharp corners. No. There we go. Yeah, just like 90-degree corners, which actually means I'm going to have to race a little bit, maybe? Well, no, not like that. Oh. Let us just crash right into you. Wow. Alright, let's try that again. I think the issue I'm having here is I'm actually trying to race badly. Maybe I should actually just try to race as opposed to... And that, I think, goes back to the problem that I talked about way at the beginning of this video, is the idea behind how do I maintain the aggression and speed required oh my gosh, that is a very, very tiny turn. Also, I probably should consider using the handbrake. Is the handbrake RB? Let's try that out. Let's pretend we know what handbrake does. Nope, that's... RB is just look behind. Okay. So left shoulder button is the handbrake. I think. Either way, yes, that was actually really good. All right, I might actually be learning something. The answer is no, I'm learning absolutely nothing. I'm making 2 steps forward and then taking those exact same... Wow. Okay, handbrake turns are going to require a lot more practice than I actually know how to deal with at this moment. So let us... I guess let's just try making a clean... turn for the moment. Even if it uses the barrier, that's better than whatever the hell that rubber barrier is. And let's just finish this race. That actually wasn't too bad. Although, whatever the hell this hairpin... What do you call this turn? like this 180-degree turn in a race. Because it is definitely a problem. I will call it a problem for now, until a better solution creeps up. Linchpin, turn... I don't know. Let's just focus on clean driving. We're in first. There doesn't seem to be any way for us to lose that position unless we start driving really poorly. So as long as I drive well enough to not crash and come to a complete and total stop, then I should be okay. Because everybody else is going to have to deal with these incredibly sharp turns that I'm also having to deal with. Like, it seems for a second like people get a chance to accelerate, and then another turn shows up and everybody just kind of bunches up again. Oh, thank you, game. Even the game says I did a good turn. Another good turn from Forza Motorsport 7. Not this one. Not that one.
It's your second trip to the podium.
All right.
Most impressive.
Why is my first place self-represented by a truck instead of my driver? The other two people get to be represented by their drivers. Either way, that's going to be it for now. Got any suggestions for someone to play next? Leave them down in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe and have yourselves a good night.